So Taylor Swift has revealed now the expansive album covers for her upcoming project, The Life of a Showgirl. And people obviously haven't had a chance to listen to the music yet. This is all they have to go off of to judge what she has next. And she has taken a surprising turn toward the risque. She's leaning into this sort of sexy persona, the showgirl persona in this era for her. And she's showing more skin than she ever has historically.
This image first, I guess? We'll do this one? Yeah.
This is the most recent cover for her album that she's revealed so far. And she is leaning against a wall. You know, this seems like something she would wear in a concert costume, honestly, but the pose is deemed a little bit more sexual.
I mean, the outfit looks like something from one of the concerts. So it's so funny because those concert outfits, it's the same stuff that female pro wrestlers wear, which is like, it's nothing, but it's sheer nothing, meaning like there's fabric there, but like you can't tell because it matches the skin tone.
She wears those like specific tights that add this
nudity.
sheen.
Yes.
Well, she's leaning against the wall, and you see like the side profile of her ass, basically.
Again, I look at her.
She would never go full ass.
This is a compliment to her.
Does she have enough ass to go full
no.
ass? I don't think she does.
This is a compliment to her like professional career with a level of modesty. Where when I see this, I'm like, she's like, is this right?
Yeah, she looks confused.
She doesn't know.
She looks like
that's not her fault. She's a good person.
looking at the photographer behind the camera like, is this what I'm supposed to be doing right now?
That's actually what this looks like. She's like, yeah.
Is it right?
Like,
okay.
Yes, no.
Okay, should I like arch my back more? I don't know if I'm capable of doing that. And then this is a post that shows all 4 of the covers she has revealed so far. The first one, she's like, looks like she's submerged in water and she has some cleavage showing and this like embellished corset. And then the second one, she's got a lot of cleavage showing. Her legs are out. The third one is actually my favorite, and it's the least revealing one.
This one here?
Yeah.
Down at the bottom left?
Yeah. And then the last one, she's almost totally naked, just wearing like crystals over her body and kind of grabbing. She has her fingers in her mouth because that's like supposed to be sexy, right? But
it was like by accident. She was like going like she was actually biting her nail.
she was like picking something out of her tooth.
The photographer's
she was
like,
picking like kale out of her teeth. And
Well,
that was
that's why
just
you-
accidentally something that they shot.
That's why
One
you
of
pay for the best photographers. They know when to catch those moments.
Yeah, one of the responses called her the most asexual woman alive. And she is notorious for just having this inability to appear sexy despite, you know, by all metrics, being an attractive, leggy blonde. It just doesn't seem to work for her when she leans into this persona. The third link that I sent you was a close-up of the green one. I think that's really cool. I like that. It doesn't even look like her.
I mean, also, aren't
Is that what you like
showgirls
about it?
aren't showgirls kind of just passe now? Nobody's going to Vegas anymore. Who cares about
Right.
showgirls?
Right. Well, maybe it's like a concept album about like the downfall of Vegas tourism.
Well, I was saying the other day, I said,
Is this her like soft
No.
launch for a Vegas residency because she's fallen off? or-
I still say that because like there's an unbelievable amount of lore that you need to know to be a Taylor Swift fan, and I think sometimes when she's at home, she looks both ways and then just makes choices that have no meaning behind it every once in a while.
So, I got a text from a Swiftie I know that was analyzing these album covers and what they mean for her next era, her public image.
Okay.
And she said, I hate it if you were wondering what a Swiftie thought. For one, I think she's hanging around Sabrina Carpenter too much. That's what a lot of people are saying, is that Sabrina Carpenter has gotten into Taylor Swift's head. And because Sabrina is on the up and up, she's thinking, like, I can't let this new pop star eclipse my career. I have to do something to remain relevant. Let me take my clothes off.
I don't buy that for a second.
I'm disappointed to see that she's featured on the album. Sabrina is. She's going for this voluptuous sex symbol look that's strange for her, given that she's 35 and has never really tried to give that before. It's kind of off-putting, and I'm wondering why and what she's trying to prove. I honestly don't want to see that. It would be nice to have at least one female artist I can listen to who isn't over-sexualized, and I always appreciated that about Taylor. Also, the cover she chose is fugly. Even the album title is clunky, and the track list feels like it was made up by a 15-year-old. That's true. One of the songs is literally just titled "Cancelled" in all caps.
Oh, wait. 1 L or 2?
2.
2? Oh, well, that's.
I would say that's
yeah.
the correct
I
spelling.
think Tim spells it with 1 L. That's a problem.
I'm wondering where the maturity she found on Evermore and Folklore and Midnights went. I think she's putting stuff out way too fast and is getting paranoid by younger artists and trying to feed off of their energy rather than do her own thing. And I think Maddie Healy broke her brain. Another person
They were together for like
in the
10
text
seconds.
thread in the group chat said, I think she's a drunk. I think her and Travis get effed up and like each other to be hot and sexy. So other people think that this is due to Travis Kelce's influence, that she's leaning into the sexy persona. And yeah, I said I did take note of her nakedness. Her fans think it's really cool that she's chosen to sexualize herself after hitting success, just to prove that she got all of her success on merit. Like, I didn't need to sexualize myself to get famous. Now I can do this just because I want to. They're valorizing it because she's 35 and somehow defying the idea that she has aged out of sexiness. I think that's ridiculous because in this day and age, 35 is not seen as aged out, other than like according to like red pillars. And besides, I said she's one of those people who, despite the odds of being a beautiful, tall, skinny blonde, has never pulled off sexy at any age ever and never will. So it's going to make people wince regardless when she tries.
I don't think any of that is true. Like, she draws on strong imagery and themes, and she's calling, if anything, she seems to be calling back to another time in the culture. So I think that her choice of an album name, I guess, evokes a lot of this stuff. But for instance, I don't think she would choose sexualized imagery without some type of theme behind it, right?
Yeah.
So the theme itself gives her the out to do
it's
it.
a loophole.
But I mean that still falls in line with her approach to making music, which is deep lore and a lot of meaning behind everything. So I don't honestly see anything wrong with any of this, other than the fact that she looks really out of place trying to do it.
Because it's her,
yes.
You know, and she's always had this rule where she was never going to show her belly button. It was like a point of conversation, actually, that she never wore costumes on stage that showed her belly button. Like, that was her rule. And, like, compared to most female pop stars, yeah, she was dressing pretty modestly on stage and in her music videos. I don't believe the claim that she's an alcoholic. No. Because that would make her, like, the highest functioning and most attractive 35-year-old alcoholic ever.
Yeah.
So that would just make her a science experiment. And then this Swiftie I was talking to said that she has gone way too far with the plastic surgery and fillers. I pay pretty close attention to those markers, like what to look for in a face that's done too much. And I had not detected that at all. I thought that Taylor Swift was one of the few celebrities who really hadn't done much of anything to her face. But they say she has fake boobs. I believe that. And her face filler is out of control. I'm saddened by how much she's been playing into the whole body image thing. And I didn't know that she had gotten any filler. I hadn't detected it. But a lot of her fans have been saying this, like, I hope whoever encouraged her to get lip fillers goes to hell. And there was this photo of her at the VMAs that is pretty bad.
But to be fair, this photo is soft as hell. Like, it's not even like a really, really well done photo, so it's hard to tell.
No, but I can see she definitely has lip filler. You can tell. Like, in her lower lip, it's like, her lips definitely did not look like that for the last decade.
I feel like if I was a singer, the last thing I would do would be touch anything around here, just in case. Am I wrong?
The way that you enunciate or whatever.
I don't think that personally I would be concerned with like something like that. I would be more concerned with like any kind of dental work or anything inside your mouth is probably something I would be more worried about than.
But the outside's fine?
I imagine it would be. I mean, again, I don't know. I've never had any kind of, beauty injections in my face.
That we know of.
I mean, that you know
Hopefully
of,
you
that's
never
true.
will.
I don't see the point of it. I've thought about dental work. I got some messed up teeth, but I don't know. I don't think that would have a significant effect either. I had the So when you go to someone, they actually will take a mold of your mouth and actually make fake teeth for you to wear to see if you like them. And I did that, and my enunciation wasn't changed significantly. And again, the molds they put on aren't the actual real teeth. But again, I don't think that, you know, just stuff for your lip filler will change the way that you articulate yourself.
In that Reddit thread, can you scroll down? There's a before and after from a few different photos of her over the years.
Oh, this one here.
That one compares with the VMA's picture. You can see some pretty significant cheek filler.
Okay. Yeah.
Like, I do think it's noticeable. I just hadn't really taken that close of a look before.
I mean, maybe part of it's also that because she doesn't like comport herself in like a sexual way, you don't go looking for this stuff either, because like
so.
it's not part of her identity.
I did suspect that she got a blepharoplasty, which
I don't
is
even know what that is.
the eyelid surgery where they basically lift your eyebrows up so more of your eyelids are visible. She had hooded eyes when she was younger, and you can tell that that is not the case anymore.
Wow. That's just maybe we've asked we asked so many questions about whether we could, we should.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe we should have asked if we should.
Right. This,
Like who was the first person who's like, I can lift your.
Yeah, well, I think that eyelid surgery is one of the most popular in South Korea. They get eyelid surgery. It's almost like more common than not getting work done.
Don't they do the forehead donuts too?
That's a little bit more
Forehead
niche.
donuts?
The forehead donuts. Okay, so that was people getting saline injections in their forehead in a donut shape on purpose. Like that was.
It's the wildest thing. Dude.
It was like the point of it is that it looks like you have a donut trapped under your skin in your forehead.
That's the whole point of it.
Yes. That's, I mean, obviously not like, that's just, you know, performance. That's just shock value. But
Yeah, so it's like the people that would like, you know, tattoo their faces and have like, you know, like,
yeah, exactly.
you know, put gigantic holes in their nostrils,
feel
that
like
kind of
that's
thing, like
normal
body
by
modification
comparison.
stuff.
Yes.
All right, okay,
yeah.
because that's different than beauty stuff.
Yes, yeah.
So like,
yeah.
like I don't have a problem. Like, look, you can do whatever you want with your body, but like, for the most part, I generally don't have a problem with people that want to get facelifts and stuff like that. You know, proceed with caution. You know, do it in a sensible way. Don't go overboard. But if you want to, I don't care, and I'm not going to be like, oh, that's terrible. But those body modification things, that kind of stuff is just dying for attention and in an antisocial way. I think like if you're like, I want to cut my nose off so that way I have just nostrils, like huge nostrils,
Or like the tongue splits.
I mean,
that
at least the
people
tongue
get.
split stays in your mouth. You know, like
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, that's
or like scarification. People
Yeah, you know.
getting the literally just injuring themselves
Yep.
for art.
it's I don't know that it's art, but that kind of stuff I'm not down with. And yeah,
This tweet analyzes Taylor Swift's looks maxing journey from age 20 to age 33, suspecting nasolabial subcision or filler, rhinoplasty. I didn't detect a nose job, but that could be true.
It looks. I mean,
Yeah.
I guess it looks a little bit. That could just be the makeup and the way that it's.
Yeah.
is
her
it
cheeks
worth
meet.
is it worth pointing out that even if she did get a bunch of work, at least she didn't do the Kardashianification of her face?
Well, people are worried that she's on the way there, and that by the time she's in her 40s, we're gonna not recognize her anymore.
I feel like and look, I'm not some kind of expert, but I feel like she's going in a different direction than the Kardashianification, because it's one thing to get work, but you know the whole like Instagram thing that people talk about. It's all these women that look very, very similar because they all get the same stuff. And they're all kind of aiming for the same face, and they stop actually looking like different people, and it's all just kind of like a, you know, an amalgamation of the Kardashians.
That's
Yeah.
why people get these uncanny valley vibes from Sabrina Carpenter's face, because she's unfortunately gone down that road at way too young of an age. They also suspect a brow lift, upper and lower blepharoplasty. You can't compare her to civilian women in their 30s. People just don't notice because it's subtle. For example, they did mention Erin Moriarty at 29 looks like handsome Squidward.
Doesn't
after her work.
blepharoplasty sound like a condition more than a procedure?
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't have a very flattering name. But yeah, I really did think that she just got like Botox, maybe.
Yeah.
I didn't know about her getting a boob job or any of this other stuff. I do think that she is worried about losing relevance now that all of these new stars are on the rise, especially Sabrina Carpenter, who opened for her on the Eras tour, and that was part of why she has hit mainstream success.
That should be a terrifying thought for anybody who's like, if you ever feel like you can't do enough in life, it's like if Taylor Swift can reach a point where she's like, oh no, I feel like I'm not famous enough anymore, then that's gonna happen to everybody.
Yeah.
Like if you can fill arenas and still have that insecurity, that's a terrifying thought.
Well, stadiums, yeah. I think that just comes with the territory of what she does. Her selling point is that she is she's selling her interior life, really. Like, she hasn't had to lean on the sexualized tropes as much as others because she's selling the lore behind her music.
Like
she's
I said,
selling
like,
her life story.
The implication.
I asked the question because TV shows, like when you make a TV show that goes multiple seasons, they create what's called a show Bible, which has all the information with characters, full names, you know, where they live, where they're from, their address, all of the stuff that needs to be for continuity's sake. Does she have her own Taylor Swift lore Bible
I
with
bet she
all
does.
the information about everything
Yeah.
that's ever been given any meaning from her releases?
Because I'm seeing Swifties dissecting all of the hidden meanings and Easter eggs in this new era, and I wouldn't have clocked any of it, but they're very into analyzing every last little detail, and I'm sure that it is intentional. She probably has like some sort of master spreadsheet that she has, like only she has access to it. I would be surprised if anybody else did. That's what I
she
was
doesn't have it in
wondering
a
about.
spreadsheet. She has it in like a leather-bound book that she writes in with like a quill.
Yeah,
I
it's like
bet.
she'll guard it with her life.
Yeah.
It's got a little lock on it.
Yeah, exactly.
I would-
She has a briefcase.
I saw a thread the other day on X. It said like people will never give Taylor Swift enough credit for keeping an entire generation of women away from QAnon. Because of all the lore and all the secret
Right.
meanings, you know, where we go we go to the mall.
It's just QAnon for girls.
Yeah, it is in a lot of ways with catchier riffs. and
Isn't that what
tunes.
astrology is, though? Or is that just... I heard that's racism for girls, right?
Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
What?
Exactly.
So Taylor
Astrology is
Swift is, so
racism for
Taylor
girls.
Swift
I
is
don't
QAnon
date
for girls.
Scorpios.
It just allows them to be bigoted towards a person for any reason they want.
Something
Because
they
the
can't
sky
control.
told me.
Right.
I suddenly like astrology.
Just if a girl ever asks you what time you were born, run.
Yes.
I have.
Thanks for watching. Listen to full episodes of Pop Culture Crisis on Spotify.
Keep up with us on social media and make sure you subscribe and ring that bell so you never miss the show. Bye, guys.